Coach, tough night offensively. What prevented you guys from being able to really generate much?
Well, they checked well. I mean, I think they had a game plan that they weren't going to lose D up the ice, even though I think they do a good job getting involved in their offense. They didn't, allow us a lot of odd man rushes and get through the neutral zone clean. So I think it took us a while to figure that part out. We got better as the game went on, but we had a couple of good looks early from the slot. The goalie was good for them. Our goalie was good. So there's a little bit of that going on, even though there wasn't a lot of shots. There were some chances. And I think that's probably the story of the game. And, then you get into overtime and anything can happen. And we just didn't have the puck enough to sort of generate at their end. And then we got a little bit fatigued and they buried one.
I know you talked this morning about wanting to see your team score first. Is that still the message going forward, how important that can be in the game?
Yeah, we're still chasing that, and we're a little bit reactionary lately. We're a really resilient team, but we're not on our toes a lot when the puck drops, and that's a bit of who we are, I'll say that. So usually we'll bounce back. We've had good first periods. We just, the other team might score, we might get the next two, but that's been harder to come by lately. So we'll keep working on that part of the game, but we do have to get some more guys going offensively, and it's just that time of year that we're not clicking offensively as well as we typically could. Through the neutral zone, again, some plays we left on the table that our guys normally make, so put a little bit of that off to October, but then you got to get greasier, right? And that could start from puck drop, and that'll help our starts and our first periods.
One guy who is going offensively, obviously, is Pavel Dorofeyev. The fact that he's got 5 goals in 3 games, I mean, what have you seen, anything different from him this season than years past?
No, I think he's just continuing on from what he did last year. He's a confident guy. He's a little bit stronger this year. He's a year older. He knows the league better. He knows he can score in this league. Our guys know, so we're looking for him too. And he's a shooter. He's not deferring, right? The young guys sometimes they, want to move pucks to the older guy. He knows he's a shooter, and that's what he's out there for. So I think that's an important thing too for him, young guy, to be selfish, I guess, in those situations when your shot is there. He's going to take it, and so far it's worked out well for him.
You guys held them to 2 shots in the whole third period. I think 4 in the second period. Was this the best defensive game that you've had to this point?
Well, I thought we were better in that regard. We were able to block some of their attempts. I mean, they didn't give us much either, so they were forecheck mode, so it wasn't going to be a neutral zone turnover transition type of game where you're giving up a lot off the rush, so you had to go work for it. And I thought our guys did a good job breaking pucks out, supporting one another on the walls, all the little details that allow you not to give up a lot of time in your zone. We've been good with that all year. From training camp on, I think our shots against total has been down, so we're clearly got our D-zone structure down pretty good, and we've always been willing to block shots. So I think it has a little bit to do with that. We're trying to take care of the puck better. I think there were stretches we did, and sometimes we didn't, but certainly the last period we did. And I didn't think that the way they played that they wanted to give up an odd man rush, so they had numbers back, so that takes away from your offense too at the other end. So that's part of the reason they didn't have a lot of action, because they didn't want to give us uneasy stuff, and we were probably in the same boat a little bit.
Overall, do you think it was a pretty nice bounce back from Aiden's first night to this one?
Yeah, he gave us a chance to win, every chance to win. Made some good saves, made a lot of them in overtime. I feel bad for him with, so little time left in the clock. If they win or draw late, that ends up being the difference. They get more possession. So it's unfortunate we couldn't have found a way to at least get the puck and get it into maybe get an attack for ourselves. We get him a win because he played so well, but I don't think in overtime we ever really got going. We had a quick early chance by Theo, but after that, not enough puck possession and opportunity to create something. But I'm sure he feels better about his game. No one feels good about losing. Goalies want to win, but when he analyzes his game and looks at the film, he'll see that he played pretty, I thought a really good hockey game and probably deserved better.
Pavel, not the result you guys were looking for, but again, you find the back of the net. What kind of zone are you in right now?
I'm just trying to simplify the game as much as I can. When I see the opportunity to take a shot on net, I just take it and just go from there.
I know Coach mixed up the lines midway through the game. Is that just kind of allowing you guys to try new combinations and see what works?
Yeah, trying to shake up the team, get us going, and see what happens with the different lines.
What have you learned? What's your biggest takeaway, I guess, through 3 games? I know it's so early, but what have you learned?
So I think we gotta just simplify a game, especially in the D zone, move puck quicker, take a bit of urgency, and gotta find a way to win the games.
The fact that you guys were able to come back and tie it for a 3rd straight game, I mean, what does that tell you about this team so far?
So it tells me a lot. So we never quit of the game. Always trying to get back, no matter what's going on. Just playing, build our game, and never give up.
Is there anything you'd like to see different about 5-on-5 in particular? The power play has been great, but 5-on-5?
Yeah, I think we got to start to put more pucks on net and go there. Score a couple of greasy goals maybe, and yeah, go from there.
Thanks. Tough way to end that. When you go back and look at the game as a whole, what prevented you guys from generating much offensively?
Yeah, I mean, they were making it hard on us, obviously. Teams are going to defend us hard with some of the firepower we got up front. Well, we just need to be a little bit more urgent. It's not always going to be a beautiful tic-tac-toe goal. Sometimes you just got to get pucks to dirty areas and win battles and find pucks. I think we got to do a little bit more of that.
They really were able to control the puck and just possess it for most of overtime. I mean, when that happens, how are you able to respond and get it back?
I mean, it's difficult. You guys that probably play 3-on-3 might be able to answer that question a little bit better, but it is frustrating when you don't have possession because it's kind of hard to get it sometimes. There's just so much space and so much ice out there. So, that first face-off is obviously very important. Sometimes that's the dictator on who gets to possess the puck for the majority of it. And, I don't know. Something that we definitely got to continue to work out. We definitely got the players to be successful at it, so we'll be fine.
Only 2 shots that you guys allowed for them in the 3rd period as a whole. What did you see that was an improvement defensively from the first 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've done a decent job defensively 5-on-5 in all 3 games. We're not giving up a ton and really being pretty solid in the middle of the ice, so that's definitely a positive I think we can take from tonight, but definitely the offense we gotta do a better job of.
The fact that Pavel Dorofeyev now has 5 goals in 3 games, what's your reaction to that?
I mean, some guys just have a gift, and he can shoot the puck, and he found his new office on the other side tonight. So he can do it from all over the offensive zone, and definitely fun to watch.